Hi, all. Bryan VantHof here with Remax Advantage Plus, Ramsey Trusted, and the VantHof Realty Group. As always, hope you're having a great week so far, this first full week of May. Wishing all you mothers out there a preliminary happy Mother's Day. And for all you fishermen, fisherwomen out there, hopefully if you're going to go fishing opener this weekend, I'm sure we're going to see a lot of boats on lakes, a lot of fishing lines off bridges, and a lot of different things going on, but a lot of different things. As always, do whatever we do in Minnesota at the beginning of May. So summer is not that from being here. We're kind of already in some of what summer activities, whether you have kids and they're doing soccer, baseball, lacrosse, basketball camp, whatever. We are certainly starting to be in the thick of things here, planning summer vacations and just planning family reunions, just a little bit of everything here going on right now. So again, hope you had a great start to your week. Let's talk a little bit about the real estate market. If you are considering selling, I really focus on this communication with you as sellers right now. I've been repeating a lot of this information for weeks at this point. Now is the prime time to get your home on the market. Why? Why, you ask? After the 4th of July, showing activity really starts to kind of go down. It starts to go down while inventory continues to increase. We will see continued inventory increases all the way through September. However, after the 4th of July, showing activity per listing does drop by about 25%. And as we get into September, it drops by about 35%. The most showings per listing are happening now. We're talking March, April, May, June. That's kind of when things are the busiest time of the year. And then after the 4th of July, as I mentioned, July, August, showing activity drops by about 25% from where we are today. And then by September, it drops 35%. And then through the rest of the year, it's 50% or less showing activity per listing than what we see currently at this time of the year. September has also tended to be the peak for the available inventory by the year. By September, kind of that balance of power for negotiations tends to swing to the buyer side. It's now that you, as the seller, have more power than the buyers, running into a lot of multiple offer situations for buyers offering on properties right now. When there is less inventory and more buyers, the supply is less than demand, pushing prices up. By September, you're looking at 25 to 35% fewer buyers out there. Unless interest rates drop significantly, then it's going to be a very strong fall. If you are a seller, if you wait until after the 4th of July, do you really want to compete against higher inventory levels and fewer buyers? That's not to say your house isn't going to sell should you choose to wait. And it isn't saying that you're not going to get a good price for your home should you choose to wait. What it could mean is that you're just going to have to be a little bit more patient, which patience is a hard thing to do when you're talking about the emotions that go into selling a home. If you wait till after the 4th of July, it's just probably going to have to be a little more patient with things. That's a little bit about why you really need to consider selling right now. Let's talk about this past week in the real estate market for those previously owned homes within 50 miles of downtown Minneapolis. In Minnesota, we saw 1,434 new listings over the past 7 days. That's up 227 over the prior week and 197 more than the same week last year. Of the new listings, 1,033 are single-family homes. That's up 172. 268 townhomes is up 33, and 133 condos is up 22. Of the new listings, at least 371, 26% of those have sold so far. There's 462 coming soon listings on the market. That's actually down 106 from the prior week and pretty well indicative of Mother's Day and fishing opener weekend coming up. It is actually 89 more than the same week last year. Total available inventory has climbed to 5,430, which is up 303 from the prior week and 920 from the same week last year. That's an increase of 20% in inventory since last year. Of the available homes, 3,151 are single family. That's up 221 and a median price of $500,000. That's unchanged from last week. And days on the market at 27, which is down 1. Townhomes make up 1,197 of our available homes. That's up 55 at a median price of $310,000. That's unchanged, with days on the market of 28, which is down 2. Condos are 1,082 of our available homes. That's up 27 at a median price of $200,000. That's up 1,000, and days on the market of 72, which is down 5. 1,117 homes went from active to pending. That's up 41. So increased activity. 1,134 homes went from pending to closed. That's up 354, but that covered also kind of that last business day of April, which was a very busy day. There are 4,320 total pending listings out there right now, which is actually down 3 from last week. That is just indicative of kind of the end of the month closings that happened on April 30th. 1,618 homes are active, but I have an accepted offer on them of some sort. That's up 28. And there are 505 temporarily not available to show homes on the market right now, which is down 7. Mortgage rates didn't really do much this past week. Almost unnoticeable to the public. Good mortgage brokers still between 6.25 and 6.5 for a fixed 30-year conventional mortgage. That's unchanged from 1 month ago, up 1/8 from 3 months ago. That's up 1/4 from 6 months ago, up 1/8 from 9 months ago, and unchanged from 1 year ago today. So showing activity over the past week was really pretty strong at 18,460 realtor scheduled showings. That's up 1,010 from the prior week and 1,360 more than the same week last year. Showings per listing this past week increased to 3.95, so increasing traffic from 3.78, but we're still below last year's 4.16. To finish up this week, let's talk a little bit about some April numbers for those previously owned homes within a 50-mile radius of downtown Minneapolis. There were over 3,350 closed sales in the month of April. That's an increase of over 500 from March, so an 18% increase in closings in April from March. The number of April closings was nearly identical to the number of closings we saw in April of 2025 last year. Other than really rising inventory levels, we are seeing a lot of similarities in the market this year compared to last. Interest rates, closed sales, number of buyers out there, a lot of similarities, more listings though. So we are seeing more sellers wanting to put their homes on the market. Looking more at our April closings, 2,411 were single family homes, again, nearly the same as last year, that accepted an offer and got through inspection in a median of 14 days at a closed price of $420,000 versus a listing price of $415,000. April of last year saw homes selling in 11 days at $423,000 versus a listing price of $415,000. So single family homes on average are still closing higher than their list prices on average. The number of closed townhome sales this April was about 670 compared to 680 last year. Townhomes closed at a median sale price of $293,450 versus a listing price of $294,950 and sold in an average of 33 days. April of 2025 saw townhomes close at a median of $295,250, so slightly more last year versus a listing price at $295,000 and sold in 31 days, again slightly less last year than this year. There were 250 condo closings this April compared to 269 last year. Those 250 condos closed at a median price of $200,000 versus a listing price up $200,000 and sold in 62 days. Last April saw closed prices of $207,500 versus listing prices of $210 and selling in 47 days. So April of last year was stronger than for townhomes, well, actually all of them, from a price over list price or below list price than April of this year. So we did see townhomes come down just a little bit, condos come down just a little bit, and single family homes pretty much very similar to April of last year. As you can see, the single family home market really continues to be the strongest of the three styles, selling on average above list price and in a really short amount of time. So whether you're buying or selling, having a strategy that recognizes the trends on the market and planning accordingly, it's vital to your success. You need to be working with a full-time professional like me to help you really accomplish your real estate goals. This real estate industry, we are filled with agents who do this on a part-time basis, as a hobby, or just are generally committed to something else other than their professional craft, I guess is what we'd like to call it. Something other than what would be a full-time job. And really what you're talking about, it's high stakes. You're talking about hundreds of thousands of your dollars, and you want to put that at risk with a part-time or uncommitted agent by your side. I have 23 plus years of experience. I know how to get things done for you. I've helped over 20 buyers and sellers just this year alone, and my mission is to help more. I would love to be by your side, standing by you and helping you accomplish your goals. It's really my passion to see you succeed and be that expert with the connections and information you need to be successful. So please feel free to reach out anytime. I'm here to help you win at real estate. I hope you have a great weekend. Talk to you soon.